Trixie! Welcome to the underground. Yes, I can talk. Last week, when I watched that game, the Tampa Bay game, I had a nosebleed for hours. Last night, when I watched the Detroit game, I went into AFib. Next week, I'll probably be dead. So I'm like really, 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 really happy. I'm watching the game. I watch it in delay because I don't want to watch commercials. Nobody gets that. My mother's calling me. I'm like, stop calling me. And she's like, she wanted to talk to me about it. But anyway, I get to the point where Jared Goff is throwing 150 interceptions. And I called her up and I said, Jared Goff is ruining this game for them with all his turnovers. And she's like, what are you talking about? I said, Jared Goff, the quarterback of the Detroit Lions. She's like, what game are you watching? I said, are you kidding me? And I was trying, okay, what game is playing, Ma? Who is Washington playing? And she said, the Tampa Bay Bucks. And I said, okay, call me back. That was last week. Call me back when you're up to speed. And then she called me back laughing. Like, oh, they were just talking about Tampa. My mother doesn't watch football, okay. But, I do need to make that call to the nursing home. Soon. The cardiac commanders, making me crazy. The clutch commanders, great on 3rd and 4th down. Jared Goff, like they had 5 turnovers, 5. 4 of them he was responsible for. 3 interceptions, a fumble. He sucks under pressure. He did during the Rams-Patriots game in the Super Bowl. Do you remember that when Belichick said he couldn't handle pressure up the middle? The golden ticket last night, $800 it cost to go see the Lions, which is incredible. Feel bad for their fans, guys. I would have rooted for them to win it all, but I can't root against my team. I just can't do it. This means nothing, but Jaden Daniels has had more games with 0 punts, 0 turnovers in his career than Joe Montana, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, and Patrick Mahomes combined. I want a ring. I want him a ring to get us a ring. He's a rookie. Has any rookie ever won the Super Bowl? I don't think so, but he could be the first. I don't know how they'd get by Patrick Mahomes. How good is he? 4th quarter and overtime, 72% completion rate, 1,143 yards, 12 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. These are older stats from last week because I couldn't write last night. I was like, I was not functional. I was just freaking out because I couldn't believe how good they looked. I knew they were going to win because I saw in the beginning, I said, they just look good. I can tell. I didn't know they'd come this far, to be honest with you. But when I see them, I know my team. I just don't know what they're going to do. This is what I'm like. I like heart attacks, obviously. Why can't I like a team that wins by 3 touchdowns? I don't know. So those stats are most by a rookie in NFL history. You hear that, Patrick Mahomes? Patrick Mahomes didn't beat Brady. Brady won when he was older. Remember that game when Brady went to his locker room? But then Mahomes got it. Very rare does a rookie come in and do this. I mean, I can't believe he just doesn't look like he has a pulse on the sideline. So he's got the highest percentage in 40 years. I mean, it's unbelievable. The completion percentage, 87% or something. Or it's the highest in the NFL in 40 years. 3rd down, 4th down, they're amazing. 86% conversion rate. It's ranked highest in the NFL. So they deserve to be there. I don't really like stats. I don't like talking about stats. It's just like who wins, who loses, and who makes the fewest errors in the big moments. Travis Kelce got his 9th career playoff game, 100-yard receiving. He broke Jerry Rice's record. I mean, he's great. He again shows up in the big moments. Of course, Taylor Swift, his future wife and mother of his child, was there. I didn't know there were Taylor Swift rules. Like when she's there, she goes to the back and doesn't watch when the offense is not on the field. Is she a football fan? I don't understand. She just wants to watch her future husband. The rule is you can't pass her notes. You can't talk to her. You can't ask for her autograph. But I heard the security is lax and she does talk. I heard from someone on TikTok, which is banned today, I guess. Banned for now. Andy Reid is the 4th coach to hit 300 wins. You hang around long enough, you're going to get those. Patrick Mahomes, 7-0 in divisional playoffs. Yeah, when the games are big, he's big. That's what happens. They killed CJ Stroud. I felt bad he was limping. I didn't think he'd survive. Beyonce gave $2.5 million to the LA wildfires. These people are stepping up. Taylor Swift, they said she gave $10 million, but that was not verified. She did give to like 13 different charitable organizations to help. Mark Zuckerberg gave $2 million. I mean, come on. Beyonce beat you. How does that feel? Elon, we don't know. Bezos, we don't know. If rich people stepped up, there'd be no homelessness. There'd be no hunger. There'd be no poverty. And then when these things happen, like hurricanes, tornadoes, wildfires, we'd be able to handle it. But, this is the way it goes. Right? Fox News showed Biden sitting on a pillow. They made a big deal about it. What if he has hemorrhoids? Who cares? The guy's old. I mean, that's what they got? That's all you got? This is why I can't watch this stupid network. Steve Bannon called Elon Musk evil. That's the pot calling the kettle black here. 2 villains from Legion of Doom fighting. So he said, someone please notify Child Protective Services. They need to do a wellness check on this toddler. He does talk like that. I mean, like on his X platform, he does and I think that's why him and Trump get along. They're both whiny babies. Mike Johnson said, this is according to the New York Post, federal aid for the LA wildfire should have conditions. Yeah, conditions. You know what the condition should be? You need help. Who cares if you're liberal, Democrat, or conservative Republican? It doesn't matter. You're going to punish these innocent people that have had their houses burned down because of mismanagement. Maybe there was. So fix it. Stop being a bitch. Stop being a whiny little bitch. Or a pussy wussy, as Lisa Vanderpump would say. I think that came from not Mike Johnson, but Donald Trump. We all know these people don't have their own brain cells. They don't use them anyway. So how much hatred can come from the right? Kristin Crowley is the fire chief in LA. Newsmax called her a very silly woman. First gay female chief ever. Wow. So we're labeling them now. Not only do they hate women, now it's gay women, and labeling them by orientation, which is not fair because there's so many damn white, old men, male fire chiefs. I don't complain. What's the big deal? Give them a break, But they do need to fund them. I guess if they weren't funded, that's a problem. So Kristin Crowley, fire chief. Christina Kepner, first lesbian assistant chief. What are they hiring all their exes? Named Kristin. Megyn Kelly was talking about that. How funny. And then under her is Christine Larson. So Kristin, Christina, and Christine. I've never met so many Christine lesbians. Never met one. There's not one lesbian that I met named Kristin. So there's a gay conspiracy going on here. Throw them out, right? Throw them out. Let's put all the white men back in. So more from the brilliant Marjorie Taylor Greene. She offered her take on the cause of the wildfires. Quote, why don't they use geoengineering like cloud seeding to bring rain down on the wildfires in California? They know how to do that. Who's they? The Jews or the Democrats? Yeah, she says she should suggested that we control the weather. Message to the bleach blonde, bad built, lesbian body. Cloud seeding does not work in very dry environments like California. Lambert, shh, the shuttle won't take 4. I'm doing Alien. I love that movie. The Pete Hegseth confirmation hearings. So this was sent out by Mr. Tim Sheehy. How many genders are there? According to one GOP super PAC. 3. There's hetero, homo, trans, I think. Maybe there's asexuals. I think that's about, I don't think there's 50 of them. So, and they said this was the answer. They said male, working women, and homemaker. I'm wondering if there's any such thing as a homemaker these days. Even women that, take care of the home, take care of the kids, they still work. Most of them. Those are the categories, though, they gave out in a survey sent by these people on behalf of the super PAC. I mean, it's just ridiculous. This is Tim Sheehy talking. He's the guy that was in the confirmation hearings, one of the congressmen. Great people. Pete Hegseth, I don't care if he's had sex, if he's drunk, can't make it up the stairs, had to be carried up to his room, according to Tim Kaine. He was talking about, these are not anonymous smears, because he was always saying they're anonymous smears. And he said, this is from your own mother. That's pretty bad when your mother is like part of the testimony. Nancy Mace challenged Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, who is hot, by the way, to a fist fight. Are you kidding me or what? Because Nancy went to the Citadel. She thinks she's tough. I I guess Jasmine suggested she was running out of donor money. And so Nancy was like, don't call me child. You know, it's just a phrase. Like I'd say, hey guys, if they're girls, who cares? Like these people are so touchy. But they passed a bill to ban transgender athletes. And we all know that is the biggest issue facing our country is transgender playing soccer. My only issue with Attorney General nominee Pam Bondi, she won't say Biden won the 2020 election. These people, they're just going to swear allegiance to him and not the Constitution. I have a problem. So, you know, Pete Hegseth is going to he's going to win, and we're going to have to deal with this guy who doesn't know anything. So Tammy Duckworth, Senator Duckworth was asking him about ASEAN, the association, I don't know this, I'm sorry, I'm admitting it, of Southeast Asian nations. He didn't really know how many countries were in it. He named 3 countries that weren't in the bloc. So she just showed he was unqualified. So he's Trump's guy. He's a sexist. He's a jerk. He's a womanizer. I mean, supposedly he has a tattoo that's associated with extremist groups. He's denied this. Great people that we got coming in here. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Sutton blurted out during lunch with chopsticks that Kyle had infidelity in her relationship. What is she talking about? She's talking about Morgan Wade, because they were all like looking like this. And something that Kyle has not really admitted on camera, and Morgan really doesn't want to talk about it. She might be a lesbian. She might not be a lesbian. Who knows? But I don't think she cheated yet. Well, maybe she did. It's none of my business. But I'm like Garcelle. I want to know. She said to Kyle at the Chuck E. Cheese, they had a pizza party for Erica at Chuck E. Cheese. It's like they're 12. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. Quote, if you want to be a lesbian, be a lesbian. Garcelle, I love you. It doesn't work like that. I don't want to be a lesbian, but I'm a lesbian. Really, you can't really fight it. If you do, you're going to be in big trouble if you start denying that stuff. Kyle read her text to PK about, I'm here. I'm your friend here. If you need me, I'll never repeat anything you've shared with me and never would. So not just casual jokes and emojis. She's just really going off and really being his friend. Fortune, this is according to Fortune United Health, the employer of murdered CEO Brian Thompson, you know, the Luigi guy that did it, was found to overcharge some cancer patients by over 1,000%. I hope you sleep well at night, these employees, because I wouldn't be able to do that. That's Optum RX, the group's pharmacy benefit manager that Trump wants to get rid of, along with Express Scripts that I used to have when I had Blue Cross, and CVS Caremark, which I used to have when I worked for the kitchen company. They pocketed an extra $7.3 billion. You know, price gouging. It's really sick to do it on sick people. 7 tricks of people who are good at reading people according to psychology. 1, paying attention to how others speak. Positive ways to get to speak to someone the same rate of speech. I speak a little fast. There's negative ways to speak. You're speaking louder or softer, faster or slower. I don't even realize this stuff. 2, notice details of what somebody's wearing. Somebody's interested, wants to make positive, long-lasting impression, like your clothes or neat hair. Yeah, is my hair too neat? I kind of like it like that. I just got it cut. Thank God it was getting unkempt. Yeah, if someone doesn't care how they look, and I kind of don't, like sometimes at work, I kind of want to look more like a slob, so they just don't look at me. I want them to listen to me. So you dress for success. I don't really trust that, because look who's wearing a suit, Trump. I don't trust him. I learned that as a bartender. The people that were dressed in suits didn't leave me good tips. It was the construction workers that tipped well. 3, they noticed how someone interacts with others, positive, relating, body language. I rely on that at work. If someone doesn't, you can tell if someone doesn't want you to bother them, you just leave. 4, they gauge whether someone appears uninterested or distracted. Negative signals. If someone's not looking at you, although sometimes I set an appointment with someone just looking at a can of food and I get them. But you never know. You just got to be aware of that. 5, highly adept at people watching. I love people watching. Love it. It'll help you communicate better. 6, they understand everyone has a quiet signal. What's a quiet signal? That's kind of funny. I don't have a quiet signal. Number 7, highly observant, even in regular settings. In the club. Yeah, I kind of love watching people in the club. So, this is from Maura Hutchinson, a mindfulness coach. Quickly, how much time do I have? One more. 7 signs a woman is deeply into you, but wants you to chase her. Oh, I gotta learn this one. I always like to chase. I love to chase. This is according to psychology. Create opportunities for interactive. Chase me, I'm going here. 2, seem distant. You're gonna chase somebody who doesn't. Okay. I don't want you. Come over here. Making you want her more. Come here, get away. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. 3, oh, jeez. She's independent, doesn't need you, but wants you to show you care. And I like that. I like somebody that's not needy. 4, subtle flirting, playing the game, keeps you guessing. 5, she listens. She wants to get to know you. 6, comfortable with her vulnerability, her fears, her desires. Definitely. 7, she's not a whore. Oh, no, they didn't write that. She's not easy. Nothing good ever is easy. They like to challenge and, yes, I like to be challenged. You know, they stick around when the going gets tough. One more. I promise I'm done. People who frequently swear in conversations display 8 behaviors. Well, they all got to be mine. Number 1, emotional expressiveness. Definitely. I can swear in 3 languages. I can swear in Italian, English, and Portuguese. 2, higher levels of honesty. Psychological studies suggest people who swear are less likely to lie, more likely to be upfront. Yeah. Enhanced linguistic skills. That's number 3. Have a wider vocabulary. That's so funny. Swearing has its own grammar. That is so funny. It also can suggest you're creative, which I am. Number 4, desire to connect. You're feeling close to someone. You can swear like a truck driver. Yeah, you're going to be open with people. Number 5, stress relief. Yeah, I use it for stress relief. Some people meditate. I swear like a truck driver. Reacting to some idiot I see driving like an idiot, you know, like a moron. And I vent all day. You know, I can't deal with bad drivers. You guys know how I am. 6, it's a sense of humor. You show that you have humor. You lighten up the room. Number 7, you're indicating boundaries. You're not afraid to stand your ground. You can deter disrespectful behavior. You can scare the shit out of someone. Number 8, it's a tool for authentic communication. No BS. Oh, no holds barred. All right, guys, I'm glad I got my voice back. Thank you watch the Commanders. You never know how far they're going to go, you know. Love you guys for your support. Don't know who's going to win today, but I'm going to pick the home teams. I'm going to pick Philly, and I'm going to pick Buffalo. But you know what? The Rams can definitely win because Philly's played like crap ever since Jalen had a concussion. And the Ravens, watch out because I called that for the sleeper team. All right, you guys, have a great week. Talk to you next week.